So see, yesterday we seen Eclipse and TestNG plus WebDriver static. Okay, so see, this is a website where you can get more information about TestNG. So TestNG is a unit testing framework for Java programming language. So here, this is a, as you know, the TestNG. I said yesterday, TestNG is a combination of JUnit and NUnit. Okay, some because this is the older one. JUnits come from Java, and NUnit from our C# or .NET applications. Okay, okay. So here, this is the main feature of TestNG. What is a TestNG? TestNG is having annotations. Run our test in every bit, pull various policies, test our code in multi-thread safe, and a flexible test configuration, data-driven testing for with the help of data provider annotation and parameterize. Parameterize in the sense there are two types of parameter. One parameter is we are having single action but multiple set of data. So that kind of similar way we can use our parallel execution with the different browser. Okay, so that will be our parameterization, powerful execution model, and also we'll get report and supported by different editor test editors like Eclipse, Idea, Maven, and some more thing like NetBean also, and embedded bin further flexibility, JDK function for runtime and login no dependency. So this is the main features available in TestNG that will help us to because of these features, TestNG is popular as compared to NNet and JNet. Okay, and there's some basic example if you see. So before class at that test, so at that test is represent us as the test case. Okay, and this is code where we can invoke when it is initiated whenever our test will would like to start execution. So before executes it's come to here at before class, and then it will execute over this thing. So here you can get all information, what is the requirement, what is mailing, and how can we configure. See, this is configuration of test engine Eclipse. So from here also you can take a idea, as we I also shown you yesterday. So this is one steps where you can get information about configuration and plugin Eclipse in TestNG. Bug report, how can we bug report, and this from Apache 2.0. So this way, and also some more idea about, see, this Eclipse, some download how where if you like to download test engines, so you can download from here. Some documentation part like documentation, all the respective details you can say about TestNG. So what is a TestNG? What are the annotations with us? So this all this annotation we seen yesterday, and about description of all annotation you can see here. So one by one you just read it once, and it will always help you to uh, understand. And then we will in right now, as we seen, for execution purpose, we are directly selecting our test case center, right click, and on the class center we are selecting run as a test engine like that. But uh, in next program or next test script, we would like to use this test engine.xml. With the help of test engine.xml, we will execute our application, our test script. So we'll see later on this thing. Okay, so this is where we are writing our uh, script, and we are following this all the thing into TestNG. Okay, so one by one you can here you can get more detail about TestNG from here only, because this is not all thing in our syllabus. But yes, in side by side you should aware about these all things, because in interview they may be asked what's the test engine, how can we parallel execute your application, which is and present for what purpose, how can we what is the test engine at XML. So this thing we can get information from here only. So how, and also there will be end configuration with testng. How can we configure end in testng? End is build, you can say continuous build tool. Okay, and it will help us to build our test script. We'll see also this end. Okay, so with the help of this URL you can get more information about testng. And then, so we would like to start our basic program. Yesterday we had seen how can we configure testng. I think in this here we are not configured our testng, uh, because yesterday I taken my from my system, and due to some issues in this internet activity issues yesterday. So for checking whenever we install anything in your this yeah, plugin in Eclipse, so how can we check what are the software installed in this? So you can just check it here. No, there is test engine is not configured in this system, system or this Eclipse. Okay, so for that we require to add test engine. So as we discussed yesterday, same thing I am following here. I am putting here like test ng as a name, and URL will be, what is URL? beust.com/eclipse. Okay, this URL we would like to put here, and the name we put it here, that's a test ng, and then click OK. After OK, we are getting a test engine name here. And when you explore this, when you click this play button, so you can see exploring it. So in three option, so you can see this test ng and the test ng migrate to Eclipse integration. This is optional, so we can select this both checkbox. And this is our version name 6.9.010 is version, and this is the release date. So test changes updated release was 24th December 2015, and version is this. Okay, so we selected all this these two files, and then we put a next. When we click next, it will start to installation, means it's downloading. So as I told you yesterday also, whenever we are configuring the test engine in Eclipse, at that time our internet connection should be on. Okay, internet connectivity is required whenever we do this activity for configuration of a test engine in Eclipse. Okay, selecting term condition, then press next. After pressing next, we are getting this wizard installing software. When it complete 50%, then it will give us some uh, alert message where we have to select OK, allow that. Then after that it will test engine will be configured. Okay, so it's take 2 to 3 minutes. Yes, marketplace as well we can do, because sometimes what happens is when we are click the add button and pressing that what uh, putting that URL bust URL, so sometimes we are not getting this test ng. So so second option will be you can get a marketplace. Actually, it is taking very long time. Actually, it was not taking this much time. This is depend upon our internet connectivity also. Okay, if suppose our internet working properly, so I mean the speed is not fluctuating, so it's run very fast and till the time we had finished. Okay, so till the time we would like to explain something about Selenium also. We can move ahead because this will take some time. So I am starting with another options. Where is it? So see, suppose we are having some example. Uh, as you know, Selenium is working with our source code, and in source code we are fetching how can yeah we are getting the alert message in backside. See the security warning we are getting. We just select it. Okay. Warning is you are installing software that contain unsigned content. The authenticity or validity of the software can't be established. Do you want to continue with the installation? Okay, this is not permanent permanent software. Okay, so they are saying something for security reason. Okay, so as we had also seen, how can your element is find by Selenium IDE? Sorry, Selenium. Either that should be its restart uh, after configuration of test engine Eclipse. Eclipse will restart. Then no, just wait. We have to wait. Yes. Now, after restarting our Eclipse, you can just go to this and check installation detail. So installation detail you can get a test ngc. So our test ng is now configured in our this Eclipse text editor. Now we would like to create a new project because this is the two project as you can see here. This all packages in our Java program. Now we are focusing into Selenium. So for Selenium we are creating as a Selenium training. This is our project name. Then you can either you can press next or either also you can press finish. Okay, both you can do. just press finish. After pressing finish, you can see your project is created, and you can see into this project explorer section. Okay, so when you press this explore this so Selenium training project, then you can see one folder, this src and this Jerry system library. Okay, whenever we are creating this project, so in this project, so only you can see these two things. One is your folder, and second is your Jerry system library, that's Java runtime environment. Okay, but when you go to this location, when you go to this folder location, this project location, where is project location? Project location you can get from resource. Just right click on project and click, select the property, and property for your project, the project name is Selenium training. So in the resource section you can see this location, the C workspace and Selenium training. Just copy it, press OK, and in my computer section, when you open is my computer or go to start, and our this location bar, when you press it and hit the key, enter. Okay, so you can see there is a one folder for bin folder, one is dot setting folder, class path, and dot project. So this is the configuration file you will get. So automatically this all files should need be created. Now whenever we are doing anything inside this src folder, so in src folder we are creating the source code, the Java extension code should be come into this inside this src folder, and byte code, what are the byte code, and whenever we are compiling our after compilation, our those source code, that Java extension should be converted to bytecode, and it's come into our bin folder. Okay, so this thing you can just remember. Sometimes what happen, whenever you like to transfer your in program to any your friend or colleagues, or if suppose you also want to uh, transfer your this project to one system to another system, so you require all this file. Okay, if suppose you only send this thing src folder only, so it will not work. Okay, so just remember, you have to select all this file, and either also you can select this project name, project folder, and send to this particular location. If suppose you are fine sending the file, so you can just convert into zip folder, zip converter, convert into zip file, and then you can send it to your different location if you share someone, or you would like to transfer from one system to another, so that way. Okay, so now yesterday also told one thing. Now in this project only we have to prepare one folder. That folder will help us to store our all jar file, respective jar file we required. So here we can create one folder. That's folder called as a library folder. Okay, so in this library folder, what we have to do, we have to download uh, those Selenium jar files. So Selenium jar file is not installed right till date here. So for that we have to go seleniumhq.org. Okay, seleniumhq.org we have to go. Then we can download that file which is downloaded yesterday, because and yesterday also I downloaded, and today also I'm downloading, because I'm using the office system. So here we can download this file, Java 5 2.52. It is downloading. So downloading it takes some time. Yes, it's downloaded. Now just click it. It should be open. And whenever we got this, so what is location of this file? This is our location. Okay, this is our zip file. So whenever we are opening, so we extract to this is our location. Okay, see. So we had downloaded. Yes. Okay. So you can see here. Oh no, we should not do like this. So what we have to do, we just copy it from here and paste here, and inside this library folder also we have to do this, the library folder. Okay, and we can remove it from here to Selenium. Okay, fine. So now when you refresh your projects, so you can see the library folder. Inside library folder you can get all these respective jar files. Okay, now see what right now this is only our Java project. Now we would like to convert into Selenium project. So for that we require to do build path, configure build path. In configure build path, and go to this library section. In library we need to add this jar file. So because we are getting jar from project only, because this project only having those jar file, we have to click add jar. Else if suppose we do not have this library folder inside this project, then we can take add external jar and can move to our respective location. So from here you just press it, then this one, and now select all jar files which is mentioned here, we imported here inside this library folder we are stored. That will be around 52 jar files. Just remember this dot class path and dot project is not required, only the jar file is required. The 52 jar files will be there, and then okay. Okay, okay, apply, and okay. Now you can see sometime it will give you like normal this zip file format, or sometime it will display like this. So don't worry about that. Okay, so this is also okay. So it is your project location. Now everything is done. So one by one we are creating. So first, how what have to do, we have to create a package. The package name should always start with a small letter. So basic program. Okay, the basic. Oh, we are spelling mistake. Okay, now here we have to use create a class. So in class we require to first Selenium script. Okay, now done. So yesterday we recorded something in SLM ID and converted it into our respective language Java, and then we can copy and paste it to our this location like that we did yesterday. But today I am showing you how can we start writing test script here trace project. Okay, so first thing you have to create a project, then you can add the jar files. Okay, then you have to create a package inside the source folder, then inside the package you have to create one class. Okay, dot java program. Okay, so whenever we created our this java class, then you can see the package name and the class name is by default is coming into our test editor where we can put. Now in this section, inside this class body we will write our test script. Okay, so for that first we have to, as we seen now, whenever we are creating some program, whenever we are writing some program, so when we create our class, then after we are installing some variable, we initiate some variable. So same kind of thing here, we writing web driver as a driver. So this is our variable. Okay, first variable. Second variable will be, as you know, with Selenium, we are Selenium will help us, and Selenium is a tool for web-based appli uh, web-based application. Okay, testing tool for web-based application. So web-based application, it means we require some URL, some base URL is required. So which base URL is required? For that purpose, we are putting as a variable like base URL. Okay, this is now here you are getting some error. Okay, this red mark showing us an error. So error we would like to resolve. So resolution, you just move your cursor to the location where we are getting error. Okay, a red underline. Then you can see the quick fixer. So quick fix, it will help. It will saying us we have to import WebDriver. Import WebDriver means there's org.openqa.selenium. So this, because this all, as you know, this is a interface having such class and all the jar files. So this openqa.selenium.webdriver, it's contained inside this Selenium here, Selenium hyphen Java hyphen dot 2.52 dot jar. This jar means bunch of our program, Java program. Okay, there's lots of program available inside the jar files. So one jar files is like OR is our package name, OpenQA is our one folder, Selenium is one folder, and inside Selenium we are getting that one WebDriver is a class. Okay, so this is required to declare a variable as a WebDriver. Okay, so that's why we are importing here. Second, now two things we did. Now what is required whenever we like to test our application? So what thing should be required? Okay, first you have to write down the required thing. What are the required thing will be for our testing the application? So first thing will be, you need to browser. Okay, first thing we require browser. Then second, what is required? Some application, web application like google.com or gmail.com, like that. Okay, so these two things will be required. So this is your configuration section. Which browser you like to use, which application you like to use. So this is come into a setup section. In setup section is required, so you can directly use add before test. This one annotation you can use, add before test, public void. This is setup. So method name you can put anything. Okay, you can put anything for method name. There's no need to worry about that, or no restriction to write anything. Now here we are getting this whenever we are adding any annotation, so that annotation should be imported into this location. And always remember, the import part will be appear always in between the package name and the class name. Okay, in between the package name and the class name, the import section will be displayed. So whenever we are creating the WebDriver as a driver variable, so WebDriver will give us a red underline that should error, because we require to import this file. And same thing for annotation, all annotation, whenever we are using all annotation, so at the time we are getting this red underline. When you move your cursor to the this text, then you can get a quick fixer. You also use this import before test. Okay, now here we need to browser. So what the browser we are using? So for browser, how can we launch any browser in Selenium? So this is a way to launch the browser in Selenium. So we have to write driver equal to new Firefox driver. Okay, Firefox driver. So this is a way to, this is a syntax for launching the Firefox browser in Selenium. So for Firefox browser also we need to, for launching Firefox driver we need to import this org.openqa.selenium.firefox. Okay, now did. Now we require to base URL, which base URL we like to test. So that base URL we had defined as a global variable. So base URL we can use here. So suppose we are, and remember we always put here our absolute URL. Okay, in starting with http colon double slash www dot, suppose we are using gmail.com. Okay, so this thing will be required. Now we had setup. Okay, so setup thing will be done. Now we would like to test the application. For testing the application we need to means we can write our test case. So a test case represent by @test annotation. Okay, so here we can use public void do uh, test launch URL. Okay, launching the URL. Now see whatever test case we can write here. So according to the uh, our URL. So one second, I'm just put it down. What are the test cases will be we can prepare for Gmail. First thing will be open the browser. This is our one first, no, first test case will be. Second will be enter URL and hit enter key, or open URL you can say, shortcut open URL. Okay, third will be verify the page is valid page, or this is official site, or in this is means we have to verify this is our official website or this is not our website, like that. Fourth will be some activities like suppose we would like to log in, or we would like to sign up. Okay, so do some action. So here suppose for Gmail, as you know, whenever you are putting gmail.com, so we are getting a direct login section. Okay, so there also you can move to login scenario, or you can create a account. So also we can move to create account, but I'm looking here for login. So click login and verify. No, click not login, create account. Create account and verify. The create account page is open. Okay, now fifth test case will be back page. Sixth will be login for, again we have to verify our page is coming previous or not. Seventh will be click login with empty field. Empty field means empty URL input in username. It will be click enter, or there will be next button. Then there's not login. This next button in Gmail is next with invalid data. So whenever we are getting invalid data or empty field, we are getting error. So also we would like to validate our error messages. Then click next with valid data. Okay. So this is our test case. Accordingly, we can prepare our test script. So one by one, we'll take it out and look see the our how can we write the test script for those. Okay. Now see, open the browser. The open first test case for open the browser. Open the browser. It's written by in this setup section. Okay. Second is our enter URL and hit enter key or open URL, or you can say navigate URL. Okay, open URL or navigate URL also you can say, shortcut technical term. Okay, so or you can say launching the URL. Okay, so for this purpose in Selenium we are having two method to launch the URL. Okay, there are two method to launch the URL. What is the first method? First method name is navigate. Okay, navigate method is the one method where you can launch your URL, any kind of URL. Okay, either that with Gmail or anything. Second method called get method. Okay, this is one interview question. When you go to interview, the interviewer may be asked what is the difference between navigate and get. Okay, so navigate and get is same concept. Both are used for navigation purpose. It will help us to navigate URL, open the URL in our web page. But difference that get is no more properties. Get method is no more properties. Okay, but navigate is having such more properties like this two. Okay, and navigate dot refresh. Suppose our page is not loaded properly. Okay, our page is not loaded properly, then at the time we need to we are sometimes we are doing refresh. Okay, refresh button will be there. Okay, then also the back method is there. If suppose we do back, and there is more method navigate forward. So this all the method we are having into the Selenium for navigation purpose. This one is our navigation tool, and second is the get method. Get method and navigate method is different. Only this is the difference. This not no additional properties. Okay, no additional properties, but navigate is having these three more properties where we can refresh our page whenever sometime we are clicking on browser, this back button and power button. Okay, sometime, so that thing we can use with help of navigate method. So these two three main properties available in navigate method. So this is the difference between these two, navigate and get. Okay, now see uh, how can we try open the URL. So launch the URL. So for launching the URL, we have to write, and we can write program like driver dot. Then see, whenever we are putting driver and dot, so after pressing dot, as you know, Selenium, this is Eclipse is a IDE, integrated development environment. So where this intelligently, whenever we are pressing dot, we are getting all the methods name, what are the respective method. So according to our requirement, we can fetch those method from here. Okay, so here we are like to use navigation purpose. So driver dot, either you can use get, this is a get method, as you know, seen here, get string. Okay, so only it will launch the browser, we do not refresh our back and forward like that. Okay, so you can use get, and you can get base URL. So this is a one option where you can launch the URL. Okay, now see, whenever we are launching our URL, so see, this is the second point is written here. First point, open URL, we set up into a setup section. Navigation will be coming to this second test case, and we would like to validate our page is valid or not. Our home page we are opening, we are saying that yes, as human being, whenever we do manual testing at the time when we are putting that gmail.com. So in gmail.com, we know this is Gmail website. Okay, human being, we know this Gmail website, but how our system will know this is a not, this is a Gmail or not. Okay, so we need to, one second, I have to know, we require to use Firefox browser. See, for that you require for whenever best approach will be, whenever we are creating test script for any application, so you can open it the Firefox browser, because in Firefox browser we had configured our Firebug and Firepath. So uh, at the time when we require some element in the page, and there we need to find XPath, so Firebug will help us and Firepath will help us to retrieve X path of particular element. So the best way to use Firefox only. You can use Chrome or I also. No need to worry about that. But there is some difficult you can face. Okay, for description, for finding the element in the page. See, this is Gmail. Now we know this is Gmail. We are getting the title, and also we are getting the uh, symbol like Google, and everything will be there. Okay, but how the system will perform, how the system knows this, yes, this is Gmail. Okay, so for that purpose, we have to validate something. We have to see, suppose on behalf of us, we are not in the office, and our system will execute by our test scripts. So without when you are writing only like this driver.get base URL, so it will work. We don't know it's opengmail.com or yahoo.com or redditmail.com, anything, anywhere. It just open the base URL. Okay, and a report saying us, yeah, it's successful, executed, and the result is pass. But how can we validate, how we know, yeah, this is Gmail only, it's open Gmail only in our page. For that purpose, we need to validate some with something, some with some element. So those element will be, one is your title. Okay, second thing, your, this is a sign in, continue to Gmail, or you can also use this images. So it's depend upon us which element we can take for validation purpose. Okay, so as you know, title of every page will be different. So uniquely you can say title of the page will be one possible way to validate the page, changing the page. Whenever we are logging this page, at that time our title will be changed. When you go to our inbox, so in top left corner in here in page title you can get a inbox. Whenever we logged out, sign out and come to home page, again we are getting this Gmail. Same thing you can see for any suppose a newspaper or a Flipkart also, flipkart.com, if suppose we are using this. So online shopping, India most India mobile camera like that you can see here. Whenever we are pressing t-shirt, so you can get a title of t-shirt online now at India based online shopping state. Like see this way you can get a title for every page, everything. Whenever we are moving from somewhere, so every time you will get a different title of the page. So this is a one way to validate your page is open successfully, or yes, whenever we are getting the title of the page, then we can say yes, this is our expected page and this is launched properly. Okay, so one is this, and second will be whenever we are clicking particular element and then particular page is loaded, the title of then heading, you can say heading, or whatever title will of the page, this is a, so also you can use this one. Okay, or there if suppose this kind of navigation we are getting, so also you can use this navigation line also. Okay, so it's up to us how can we validate our web page. Okay, got it. Okay, now see, our web page is okay, our page is open. Now suppose our web page in Gmail page is open. Now second test case is our what is our second now validate the page. How can we validate the page? So for validation purpose, whenever we are writing our test case, at the test case we are writing our some expected result, what should be we are expecting in our during the execution. So the expected title we are expecting through title, we expected we are expected title we are expecting from we are validating with title name. Okay, title of the page. So expected title, what should be expected title? Expected this is the title, this is you can get from your business requirement document or functional requirement document also. This thing will be mentioned there. So you can write here as expected title. Also this expected title you will get from your test case, manual test case, whenever we are prepared. So from there you can get a this thing and you can write here like expected. Okay, we are right now we are into learning mode, so we are using some live applications, so we can assume this is our expected, and whenever we are executing, so at that time we are getting that was our actual. Okay, so this is our expected title. How we can get our actual title? Actual title will be whenever we are executing, at that time we are getting. So at that, how can we get it? So we can get it from system at runtime. So driver, we are saying that web driver, please find the title and fetch it. So you can see get title. Okay, driver dot get title. So now get title we are getting right now. We are when would like to define this as a string. Also we have to put it a string. What is the actual title? This is our actual title. Okay, this is our actual title. Now we know here this is our expected title, we written here Gmail. Okay, so we require to know what is our actual title is our output, is the output we are getting. So we would like to type here actual title is this is okay. Now as you can see, this is our expected, this is our actual. So if now here we would like to validate. So validation purpose there is two option. One is how can we validate your this string. Okay, so this string you can validate with the help of two way. One is your Java program and second is your Selenium application. Okay, Selenium is having assert and verify, as you know. So assert command also you can use. So assert dot, what is assert dot? Assert dot mm, assert dot uh, now see both are string. Okay, expected title and actual title both are string. So you can see here we have to select the string data types. Okay, here you can see lot of assert equal method here. Okay, so we require which kind of method we require? We require only string types, string data types. So you just come down and this is, see, this is our actual and expected. So you can use this also, but here when you see there's two types you can get. One is for generate and second is for test engine. So yes, this is a your equal, assert equal actual and expected. This is one way, this is one method. Second also, when suppose you would like to take some messages inside the this comparison. Okay, so for that purpose you can use another method for assert, that is came into this one, assert equal actual expected, then whenever we are validating, so at the time we are getting the message. Okay, so this is three thing. This is our actual, this is our expected, and message. Here you can write down some message. Here you can like uh, validating the title or something, anything comment you can pass it out. Okay, now you can see whenever our uh, as you know in assert method, when we are asserting something, so our application always move further whenever our expected and actual getting success means similar. If suppose there be small Gmail or capital Gmail somewhere uh, a small mistake also, it will fail. Our next step will not follow. So you can see for that purpose I'm just putting some normal text here. Yes, uh, Gmail is launch successfully. Suppose this message we would like to print. Now see, then after finishing this, you just run it in this program. So you have to save it, then right click of the program, then go to run as, and run as just select test ng. Then you can see to launch the Firefox browser first. Then in Firefox browser, it's taking time. Yes, yes. See, Yeah, you can see here. Okay, now see it's not close because we didn't write anything for closing. Okay, after test we just say before test and test, there is no after test, that's why. So we close it and then you can see the result. What are the our output? You can see here actual title is, what is actual title? Gmail. And what is our expected title? Gmail. Then this assert 49th line will be success, and then we are getting our this message because the 49th line is correct. Okay, it's properly validated. If suppose we are changing the expected title as Gmail, okay, and it's not matched. Okay, we are changing the expected title, the capital G to small g. We are changing this. Okay, then you can see only it will execute till 49. It's not execute this line number 51. Okay, just you can see how can we execute. Now see, web browser is Firefox browser open and Gmail is launching. Yes, launched. You can see this is failed. It's failed. Okay, so you can see here actual title is Gmail. Okay, but validating title it's not match. Expected is small g but found capital G. Okay, and where is failure? Failure you can see into your program. So the program you can get the message. Yeah, this is your program, line number 49. Assert statement won't be printed. Where our assert statement printed here in error message. No, whenever see this message, the alert message, this we are writing here, this message in assert method. Whenever we are comparing this actual title and expected title, if it is not matching, then it is printing, then it will print. Okay, like see here. And if suppose it's matching, means assert and expected and actual is correct, then it's not printing this message, it's moved to next line of program and its work. So it is, this message will help us to check our this comparison. It is not matching, why it is not match. Okay, so also if suppose in this program we suppose we are using multiple asset. Okay, multiple asset method we are using some in the same program. So if suppose the same kind of message we are writing, so how can we will check where is our actual failure? Sometime yes, you can get a line number of the message from this error message, but this is very long line. So sometimes we are searching which line we are getting failure. But if suppose we are putting message like this, and also we are putting some ideas about line number or something, so it will help us to, yes, this is the line where we get fail. this is not validated properly. So that purpose we are using this messages also inside this assert method, as well as if suppose you do not need to use this message method assertion statement, then also you can use like this. Okay, this is also okay. Okay, but whenever we are using like this, so this message is not appear, this message not appear, only this message is displayed there, expected this but found Gmail, like that. Okay, got it. Now see, we are moving to next. This is one way to validate your uh, application in inside the Selenium. So one test case is done. Okay, now after annotation, see, this is one test case. After test case, after test case execution, okay, we require to close our browser. If suppose we are not using this close method, so every time we are getting new window, okay, new window, every time we are getting new window, suppose this is our one test window. Okay, this is a one test window. Second time, if suppose we are again executing, so this same window will not work. It will launch new window. Okay, new Firefox window will be open. So we are getting number of windows at this for each execution. Okay, so for that, what we have to do after finishing our execution of test cases or test script, at that time we can use this public void stop method, and you can write here like driver dot quit. There is one more, I think I will tell you. I would like to share this thing. In Selenium, there is two method. One is a quit, and second is, we'll see this one in later on also. These two methods you can see into Selenium. One is a quit, and second is a. I try to launch in the browser. It's not opening. Divyesh, what is error? Can you paste your error message? What error you are getting there? So do one thing. I am giving you this line of code. One second. I am giving this code. Just change your package name and class name as per your system. Okay. One second. See, copy it. Okay, fine, no problem. You just copy it. The text I'm given you. Okay. Just copy it and change your this class name and package name only. No need to change anything. Only you have to change class name and package name, and then you can run this. Might be it work. Open the browser. Okay, so this I am saying this two method you can get in through Selenium. One is a driver.quit and second is the driver.close. Quit means it destroy the our this driver variable. Okay, this web driver connection is destroyed. So once it will destroyed, so our all execution will be stopped. Okay, all open browser should be closed. Okay, okay, whenever we are using this quit method, so all open browser of the particular test script. Okay, whenever we are running this test script, so for during this execution of this test script, whenever we are launching the browser, so all the browser, all the tab, all the windows pop up like anything, all will be closed whenever we are using quit method. And close, and whenever we are using close method, driver.close, it will always close current opened window or current window open tab or current pop-up. Okay, whenever we are using for pop-up, whenever we are using for tab, new tab, whenever you are using for window, so anything, any purpose we are using, so the current opened event will be closed by this driver.close method. And quit is close entire window, entire tab, entire pop-ups. Everything will be closed by quit method. Okay, so this is the two difference between these two. Just remember, in interview they will be asked what is the close and quit. So now we did this one test case, and in this is our one test case. Okay, we had written our one test case inside this program, inside this class. Okay, now second test case. What is our second test case? Second test case is click to create account and verify our create account. Same thing. Click to create account and move to create account. So for second, Divyesh, it was it run? Do you get any error? Something like failed your test and the Java dot lang something? One second. Do one thing. You can give me control of your system.
Sir, I'm getting error on that package name line. It's
Okay, package
saying
name
me
line.
import.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, in package name, can you paste your script in this chatting section so I can just copy paste here?
Yeah,
I am creating one new project for your application. Okay. Here I am creating new class. This for the wish. Okay. Yeah, this is the wish inside this, and in chat section. Okay. Just paste here. I will copy it and then take it. Yes. Package names. Selenium demo. So see, your program is like this. Okay. Okay. This is your application. Okay. So here you are getting this kind of error. Okay.
yes,
Divyesh.
yes.
So see, this is Selenium demo. So whenever you are moving your cursor to this package name, did you get this two quick fixer?
Mm, just a minute. No, sir. It's not giving me error on that package name. It
So
is underlining package,
underlying package
and it's saying me syntax error on token package import expected.
import expected. Mm, one second, there might be some, there is some other issues. Uh, What is the solution? Let's do one thing. I'm giving you as a presenter, then I can
Okay,
see, okay? Then accordingly I can give you some solution to you. So where is the presenter? Yes. Jay, are you getting properly? Yes, okay, fine. So yes, Divyesh, so give me, okay, the package name you are creating, the demo package. Oh, see, you had created two packages. Line number 1, line number 16. You have to remove line number 16. Yes, now it's correct. Fine?
okay. And sir, one more thing.
Hmm.
Here, if I don't run this,
Hmm.
how to uncomment it if I want to remove the comment?
Yeah, this one. Control shortcut key. Uh, no, shortcut key I'm forgetting. I think there is some option there. Same. Whenever, see, whatever you use for comment all, na, same command you can
Uh,
use.
I, yeah, I'm trying that only, but it is adding an extra comment on it.
Oh my God. No, I'm forgetting that shortcut. So remove one by one. Or simple thing, if suppose you like to multiple comment, na, just use slash star, hash star.
Okay. Now, when I'm executing this program,
Mm-hmm.
my browser doesn't get launched. Is there any mistake in it?
Yes. See, what happened here? You are using here import JUnit test. This test case you are prepare as a JUnit, and you are running with
Okay.
testng. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why. So
So I
you
need
just
to add an import for.
no. It's okay, no problem. You just right click into this launch browser. Right click here in project name inside this. Yes, right click, run as run as here bottom down. Yes. Select JUnit. Yes, then you can see your program will execute.
Okay. And if suppose I want to execute it in test ng, then
At
I'll
the
have to change the import statement.
yes. So close it browser. So you can remove this import org.junit test. Remove it. After removing, you will get an error into at the test annotation. Just select this one.
Yeah. Got it,
Now you
sir.
can use test ng execution. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So uh, now first test case we have done. Now we can move to our second test case. So second test case is for creating account. We have to click create account and verify our create account page is open or not. Then we can come back to our Gmail page. and then again verify, same thing, and then we can move our seventh and eighth. So for that, what we have to do, in same line, same test case, you can continue with all these thing. Okay, all these steps you can use. After this, you can continue also, you can carry on your test steps in this single test case only. Okay, but we would like to use separate test case. Okay, so for that we have to use some another annotation at other test. Okay, because this is very classified. If suppose we are having some changes, so only we have to do in that place, change in that place. So public void, what is our next test? Create account. uh, Create account. Okay, see, this is our create account section. So once we had imported na test ng anything here, so same thing will be applicable for all. Once we had, suppose we are using multiple tests and annotation we are not imported here in this is our important. So at the time we are getting error whenever we for one test we are importing, so that will be applicable for all at the test and station in the same class, inside the same class. Okay, now we are using, see, our browser is already launched and we are into same page. Okay, we are already launched our website here, and we are into Gmail page. So just we have to, what is our main motto? Main motto should be launch the URL. This is our second test case actually. So first test case is gmail.com. Gmail.com is open and also we verified it is yes gmail.com. Now we would like to create a new account. So for creation new account we have to click this create new account. Okay, so what is this? This is a link. Okay, this is a link. So here we will say to Selenium, please find this create account link, and whenever you find the link in the page you click it. So action is click event is our action. So in the link we are clicking, after clicking we are getting the create account page. So see, this is our link. Here we have to write, we can say to the Selenium driver, please find element. Okay, find element by, what is a by is a link. What is a link text? Link text is our create account. Okay, what is a link is our create account, and whenever we find the link you can perform this event. What is the event? This is called click. Okay, this is our method. Now whenever we are pressing the click method, okay, whenever we are clicking here create account, it is taking time to load the page. Okay, whenever we are clicking it, so we are getting the this page, but it's takes some time. Okay, so for that we can, what we have to do, some wait method will be applicable, because as you can see in our last class, also I said application server, database server, like that, so it takes some time. So here we can use driver dot manage implicit wait. We can use here timeout dot implicit wait. How much time I am putting here, like 30 second. Okay, 30 second, then time unit dot second. Okay, so this is we had used here. Now we would like to verify our using title. So same line of program you can copy from your first test case and paste here. Okay, only the text title should be changed. Expected title, what will be expected title? Expected title will be like this. So expected title you can get from here, and go to the Firebug, and Firebug, when you go to this head section, there's a title. Inside the title you can get from here. So this is your expected title, okay, and the actual title will be come from here, and validating the validate the create account, create account, create create account title, yes. Here you can use yes, create account, create your account is account. Here you can put page, page is launched successfully, okay. Now you can see here might be you will get a error. Why? Because whenever we are using two or more than one test annotation, okay, in the same class, so system will confuse which test case you'd like to execute first, which test case you'd like to second, okay. Right now I am executing this once again in front of you, okay. Just look at it. It will giving us failure sometime, or it will work also. It's taking long time to launch the browser. Yes, yes, getting failed. One test success, one test is failed. See, we are having two test case, okay. We are having two test scripts. One test script is success, one test script is failed. Why? We can see here. See, actual title this is pass. This was pass, but second test unable to locate element like this. Okay, so this will be problem whenever we are not we are using multiple more than one test case in same class inside the same class. Okay, so avoiding this kind of activities, this kind of error, so solution will be prioritizing the execution order. What is our execution order? The execution order we can set by writing priority equal to 1. Okay, this is our main priority, first priority. So it is always execute test case first, then it will execute test case 2. So this is way to execute our test case. So now when you would like to execute, then you can see it will execute first test case, then it come to second. Okay, see first test case is executed, again it's failed. Why it was failed? Yes, the validation is failed. The validation is failed. Validating the create account title is not matched. What is the error? What is our expected? What is actual? See, yes, there is space. In our expected title, we are having this much space, but in actual there is no space. Okay, sorry. Uh, yes. We have to change our. See this. This space is our error. So please remember this kind of activities we should get proper messages for expected and actual whenever we are using this. So you can also see the result from for test ng. This result, this test ng run, and this is a create account fail. Okay. Now we would like to execute again. Same. See here, with the help of this result of running class project name. Okay. So this two way to run the test case also. We can use this rerun last test. This is our successful result. Saying this is for failure result. If suppose we are getting failed, some test case we failed, so we can use this failure execution. Okay, so with the help of this, we can directly run only failure test cases. We had if suppose we are having multiple test cases with us, test script with us, and in this multiple, suppose five test cases with us, and five test cases in two test cases successfully executed, it's run properly, and three is getting failed, so only would like to execute those failure test scripts. So you can select from here and that the failure test case will be executed, but the issue will be here there's no navigation in this page. Okay, there is no navigation, that's why forcefully we have to start execution from test case 1, because in test case 2 we do not have a navigation. We are not opening the url, launching the url in the second test case. So the it is a dependency of second test case to test case 1. Okay, so for that purpose we have to start always with test case 1, so then we can we have to run as a normal mode. Okay, so you can see here now the page is loaded. Yes, commit, yeah, now see, successfully run, and this is our first test case and this is our second test case. So passed do test launch URL and passed create account. Okay, these are two test case, two test script you can get here, the two test script. And also you in this section in test engine report, this is a test engine report, you can get a total time uh, of execution, how much time it will take for execute the application. So it's take first test is taken by 2.578 second, and second test case is taken 1.231 second. So almost this two test case is completed in 3 seconds. Okay, 3.8 seconds. So uh, so with the help of this timing, we can see our performance, how much our performance. So default test means time second, class count 1 and method count 2. There's two method, two test cases will be there, and class 1 count means class 1 only, there is class 1. This is our main class. This is our class 1. Okay,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, for every test case, we have to add a new test method.
Yes, if suppose you had need to separate test method, separate test case, then you can, then you have to do this kind of. Else, also if suppose you do not require, so you can directly write this test case like this. See, I'm not using this one. Okay, suppose this. So if suppose we are using this kind of in single test case, in single test case, this is our test case here, and this is our second test case. So second test case also you can continue with test case test case 1, but a problem will be uh, for expected in the string, we are defining here for expected and actual, this one and this two. So here we have to change this name, this is one and this is two, this is one also. Okay, this is another one, another one. So here we can use this one. Okay, Like this you can
Okay.
use your test case. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a two-way. I had told you how can you configure your test case, either single test case or either you can use multiple test case in your single class file. Okay. Now I'm giving these three more example. Okay. And after that I will give you assignment to you. You have to complete the Gmail account creation. Now you would like to back, no? This is our back, fifth back method we can use. So back method we can directly use here. So whenever we come to back, we came back means we can redirect to this page. And here in our one second, what is our yeah, we can come back and then again verify this page. We are coming to Gmail page, then click next for empty field and then invalid valid. So this is our empty field. For empty field we are getting error message. Okay. Then invalid data. For invalid data also we can use, oh not this, someone having this kind of ID. So I think this should not. How? Uh, how can we get some ID? Invalid ID. Like see, yeah, this is the invalid email ID. Okay. So for invalid email ID we are getting message like this. Okay. And for empty field we are getting message like this. There's a two types of method we are having. And then for valid email ID you can uh, for valid email ID you can use like this. Okay. So from here for empty password, invalid password and valid password. Okay. So for you the assignment will be, for you guys, you can finish it for valid uh, empty password. Okay. Invalid password and valid password. Okay. And after valid password we move to our dashboard section. In our inbox section, in inbox you can just log out. Okay. Yeah. So this will be your assignment for this week. Okay. You have to finish this Gmail section, successful login. Okay.
Yeah.
Now now we would like to come back and then verify this page. Okay. So for back, as we have used get method, and second method we can use like now on the third test case we are writing here. So for third case, third creation, we can use third priority of execution. So then you can use public void back method page back. Page back means this. So back. Here we can use like driver dot navigate dot back. Okay. You cannot get for driver dot get, and there's no more method like see, there's no method forget. Okay. So only navigate is having this kind of approach, this kind of properties. So it will help us. Now after navigate, again we need to verify our page. So same thing, you can copy it and paste. So you can use same thing, same script you can use here. After navigating we will get again title as like Gmail, and Gmail launch. Like come back to login page. Yeah, okay, so this is one we verified. So your this fifth and seventh sixth test case is done. Now seventh, eighth, nine, nine. So for 7, 8 and 9 will be like at the test. T should be always capital, okay? And again we have to write priority equal to 4. Now again we have to write public void what is the login test, okay, login test, then see. So what login? Gmail login, okay. So Gmail login test. So T should be capital letter. Okay. So this is again our test case now. Uh, okay. Now empty valid, empty invalid valid. Okay. So for here, uh, see. So this is empty field. Okay. For empty field, what we have, where we have to click, this is our empty field, this is our button. So for empty field we have to click this button. So we are performing activities action event in next button. So we require next button location specification. So this is our id, this is our name. So either you can use id or you can use name. So we, if suppose we are getting id for particular element, web element, so this best approach to get it, okay. So until unless you will not get id, then you can move for another element locator option. And whenever you are getting id of particular web element, so it will be very help to get a id only, okay. So you can get id equal to next. So here what we have to do, just write down driver and then say driver find by id. What is the id? Id is just, oh sorry, just put an inverted comma, that's called next. And what is the next? Next is button where we have to click it. Just we had click it. After clicking it, whenever we are clicking, so we are getting error message, okay. So this error message right now this is a behave as a web element, okay. So the web element location we require is like this is a web element. So for this web element please enter your url, okay. So this is his id, this id, okay, this id. So what we have to do, just we can make copy it and define as a, this is our expected, this is our expected error message, this is our expected error message for what, for user id, okay. And then again we require to uh, then web element, see directly we cannot call this web element actual error equal to, what is our actual error, this is driver dot find element by dot id, okay. By dot id, what is id? Id is, this is id, error for email, error 0 gmail, this is the id, okay. Now we have to take this actual error as a normal text. So actual error message equal to, what is a message, the actual error we would like to print it, then get text, get text. So this is a way to write the code. So same thing as we had comparing with different this one. So you can write it down, same copy paste example here. So the actual title we are printing like this is our actual title, error messages. Okay, now the actual title is like this is our actual error message, and this is our expected error message, the expecting error message, validating the user ID. Okay, yes, you can say user ID is validated like this. Anything you can put as your comment. Okay, so this is one way to write. Okay, this one test case for your empty field. Okay, then again you need to uh, use for invalid or valid. So same test case you can write for here. Only the method should be method name should be changed. Gmail login test. This for empty, this for invalid login test. And here you can use text like this is empty login. Okay, invalid login, invalid user ID also you can set here, invalid empty user. And here you can use invalid user or login test, then invalid login. So what we have to do, we have to write something before pressing next button. Okay, so what we have to do for that, again we are saying that driver find element by dot id. What id will be there, the id of particular this input text. So what is input text id, this email. Okay, this email is text, so you can just press here email, and we have to type something. So send key command will be for that. And this is suppose one invalid user id. Okay, this is invalid user id. So whenever we are pressing with invalid user id, okay, whenever we are pressing with invalid user id, so you can see this is our error message. Now our error message is changed for invalid user id. Okay, invalid user id we are getting changes with our expected, but error, this is actual error message, the id will be same. Okay, the id will be same for particular this, you can see here error message 0 email. Okay, id is same because the location will be same for this. Okay, so the id will be same, only our error message is different for invalid valid. Now yes, now again we require to yes, so this priority 5, priority 5. Now for valid user id, so for valid user id we require to some valid user id, valid user id. So valid user id like see demo user down to one. Suppose this one valid user id, next button, then there is no error message will be there. Okay, whenever we are pressing valid user id, so it should move to password section. So uh, you can validate with password field. Okay, or you can validate with some element. So suppose you can press it, then move to. So how can we validate, we can move to our password section, we move our next page. So here you can you can use to validate for this sign in button, because in Gmail, whenever we are first time entering our user ID, that time a button is called as a next, and second time its level is changing as a sign in button. Okay, so with the help of this button name, okay, the button name you can use. Else also you can get a field password. Okay, the password field also you will get. So with the help of validating this web element, you can say yes, our sign in page is successfully moved to password page. Okay, so or also whenever we are uh, saying web element, the password you can call it as a password field. Password field, this yes, yes, this ID of the particular password. This C, this is a password input box. P is capital. Okay, this is password field. So element is present. Web element password is present or not. So here what we have to do, just we have we are expecting that this is a web element, so you can use password field. Okay, dot password field dot, you can use like get text, or is displayed or not, is selected or not, notified not, or get tag name, or get text. Okay, so you can also use this thing. So from here you can validate your password field is there, and you can continue with your uh, next steps. Okay, yes, yeah. Okay, so this is a fifth priority number 6. So there is 6 test cases we written here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so one by one it will be executed. Now would like to execute, then you can see. And also remember, in your Firefox browser, whenever we are using Firefox browser for Selenium, so just uh, uh, in Firefox updation you have to stop, okay, in your system, because Selenium is having one drawback. Whenever we are getting new version of Firefox browser, okay, so it will not work with that browser. And our system, if suppose we are selecting update mode on, so whenever new updation come to in the market for Firefox browser, our system will updated that browser, and the Selenium will giving us an error. So always remember, you have to stop updation of your Firefox browser. So it will whenever we are getting new version of Firefox browser, so it will take some time. Oh no, there is some problem. Whenever see, there is one issues whenever we are using this invalid user. So an invalid user ID we are pressing, so at that time the Google is not clearing the previous entered user ID. Okay, so for that what we have to do, whenever we are entering the this one, Okay, here we had enter invalid user ID. Okay, invalid user ID, we pressed it, then pressing next button, then we are getting this error message that it's okay. But what happened? We are not moving. We are not getting this thing. So here we can clear the thing. Means this field we have to clear, and then we have to enter this clear. Okay, but three error. Why is coming three error? Yes, all these three thing we are getting error because okay. So now priority 5. See, our execution is successful properly, but we don't know where it is giving error. See, your password field. This is our first test case, second test case, third test case, and valid user, invalid user. Valid user is pass, empty and invalid is failed because there is some error. Yeah, and there is one error is for this will help us to actual error, and this is failure, and this tab where, and this is all tab, this is fail tab, and this summary. Okay, so whenever we come to this fail tab, so only we are getting failure result. So for empty field, what is the error? In empty field, you can see here the explanation of this. A session error, validate the user ID is not matched. Okay, so it is showing us please enter your email ID, but it's found blank. Okay, fine, it's okay, I got it. Also, I will explain you. Second is this is your ID, this is your previously one. Okay, fine. This is our timeout issue. Okay, as we seen yesterday, so this is only timeout issue. So it will be rectified by whenever we are using a next button. So we require some time frame. So suppose we are pressing here thread sleep for 5 seconds. Okay, for 5 seconds, and the same thing for our empty field. After pressing next button, we are then need to declare. Now it will be successful work.
Sir, every time we have to locate the element by ID only.
Yes, mostly whenever you will get the idea of a particular element. So at that time we have to use ID only. If you not get,
But
uh,
but you had said like while we were learning Selenium ID that sometimes ID changes dynamically for a web page. So if we are executing our test script
no,
after
so
a
we'll
few
see.
days,
No, no, in ID we cannot control, but in Selenium WebDriver we can control it. So I will tell you in our next class also the dynamic element
okay,
changes. How can we control it? Okay. So this is our basic
okay,
program. Right now, today I am telling you, and yesterday, this is only basic program. This basic test script. Okay.
okay,
So one by one we can move our topics, and we can handle everything. Okay,
okay,
so
okay,
here you can see your all 6 cases is passed. Okay, whenever you are getting passed, so this in test engine result you will get the green mark. Okay, and all tests you can see here is a green format. This is your report. Okay, so today we are stopping here. Okay, so if you have any query, so just let me know. Else, also you have to complete all this whatever test case I'm saying you. I am completing this 9 test case in front of you. Okay, one by one individually, and now all these more 3 test cases like empty password, empty invalid password, and valid password and logout. So these 4 test cases you have to complete it. If suppose you are getting some difficulties, just let me know. You can send us a mail. I will revert it on the same, and else we can discuss on Saturday also. Okay.
Okay. So we don't need to send the
No, no,
assignment, right?
you do not need to send assignment. Only you can
Okay.
see your execution report properly, and whenever you complete it, just let me know. If and also if suppose you are getting somewhere error, okay, whenever you are
Okay.
getting error and you are not rectifying, you are facing some difficulties to resolve it. So do one thing. You can copy your program, okay, all this program written into your system, and what error you are getting, so the error is screenshot, and your program, two things you have to send me. Accordingly I can see the error and your program, then I can able to say where is it, where is the issue, where is we had missed something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you.